Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurrect Autos HQ. Today guys, we're working on this Hyundai I30. We've got some bits and pieces to do around the car. All the brakes, I'm going to put off all the brakes, clean them all up, get all that all sorted out, make sure they're not sort of seized up and all clear and all running freely. We're going to do the suspension as well. So we've got a new lower, we've got a second-hand lower wishbone to put on, and a new track rod end, and I think that's it. And then after that, it's got to be tracked and all that. Got to have the tracking done. But for now, let's get it rolling. Let's get it moving. Because yeah, it's just a bit of a bit of a mess. But yeah, it shouldn't be that bad. The other thing I'm trying to do as well is I can't find one of these wings in colour. Now, the reason for it is because on the sides of the wings, most of them now have got like a side indicator. This one has got the indicators on the wing mirrors, both sides. And I can only find a silver one with the indicator in it. It's just one of them things. So I'm going to try and repair it. It's going to the paint shop anyway. So let's just, try and pull the dents out. Bit of filler if it needs it. Well, it probably will. But yeah, let's just try it. It's nothing to lose. The car's here. Let's have a go. I like to try things out. I do like to see if I can do it, see if it'll work and that sort of stuff. So, for me, it's just a little bit of time, but it don't matter. It's a learning curve, isn't it? It's another learning thing. So, definitely going to try and repair that because then it go to the paint shop. So. But before we get into it, guys, just want to say a massive thank you to everyone, all the support, all the video, last video, all the comments. Everyone loved this car. It just seems like it's going to be, a quite good car. So, yeah, thanks very much. Right, let's do this. Before we get into this video, guys, I just want to quickly show you what I got for Father's Day at the weekend, because in the UK it was Father's Day. And yeah, I just want to quickly show you a nice little addition to the lockup. It's going to help out massively. I have got a Karcher. You've seen me use it many times, but nothing like this. Yeah, this is a big step, really, not a step up from what I originally had. So this is going to help out massively. And I'll be definitely using this quite a lot. So yeah, it's it's got a good. I don't know nothing about it, to be honest with you. Some of them got digital stuff, all that. Some of it's digital, and then this one's just obviously basic bar pressure and stuff like that. But it is the K5. You can see there the K5, and I've tried it out. It is pretty powerful, much powerful than what I'm using already. So yeah, it should really help out. The hose is really long as well, so that's going to help out a lot, because the other hose ain't that particularly long. This one's more or less double the other length than the other one. And yeah, it's going to be a great little addition to what I need, really, to get these cars clean. So that's that. The other thing I got as well, I'll just quickly show you, was this. So that's definitely going to be come in handy. Certain bits and pieces that I need to use. You've got to have a vice when it comes to working in a shop like this that I'm trying to set up. This is part of it. So, but yeah. Great Father's Day present again, and it's definitely going to be well used. So, right, let's get into this video. So, let's start with the suspension first. So we found, obviously, we saw that on the last video. So it's a bit dark in here. The lower wishbone control arm or whatever at the bottom, that's all bent up, and the track rod end is definitely bent up. So I've got those two parts, and we're going to get those replaced. We're also going to sort this wing out. I'm going to have a little look at this wing. I'm going to heat it up from the other side. I'm going to push out these dents the best I can. I think it'll be I think it'll be fixable, to be honest with you, because so this line here, see this top line that goes around, that really hasn't been affected, so that is still there. So all that's been is been pushed inwards. So really, I'm hoping it's just going to pop outwards, and then try and get this line here. So this line here, trying to get that line good as well. Sand it down, and then yeah, just sort of see if I can get it repaired, because it's gonna go to the paint shop anyway because of this bumper. So I'll get this whole sort of corner done. So if I can get this repaired as it is and not having to change this, then yeah, happy days. I think I've got the stuff to do it if I needed some. I've got filler and stuff if I need it, and I'll just sand it all down and see what it comes out like. But also I want to do the wheels, the brakes all round as well. So I'm going to take the wheels off all round, get up on the scissor lift, take the wheel and sort the brakes out, because they're really sort of, yeah, they're really stiff. So I'm going to take them off, clean them up, yeah, make attention to these calipers, pistons, and really sort of, clean them up a little bit. It has got a bit of a lip on that, but I think it's past. It didn't show it on the last MOT on the advisories. It didn't come up on that, so I'm assuming it's going to be all right. But we'll have a look at the discs and pads all round and clean them all up. So yeah. The other thing as well, guys, I just want to quickly tell you. So on the last video, I said that I was going to contact this company, Cook's Hyundai, which is in Peterborough, I believe, yeah, Peterborough, and I spoke to them about this car and the service history. Have they got any service history on record for this car? Now, the guy was really helpful, to be honest with you. He didn't really ask me any questions. He just said, yeah, no problem, I can check for you. Do you know what I mean? Normally, sort of main dealers, they don't really. Some of them are good, some of them are not, and it just depends on who you're speaking to, and obviously the dealership as well. Then some of them are helpful and some of them are not. But this guy was really, really helpful at this particular dealer, main dealer, and he said on record there is some service history with the car, not full service history, but there is some service history. So some is better than nothing, guys, definitely. But I think he said I'll show when I've got to print it off, because obviously he emailed to me. When I print it off, I'll show you on the next video on this car. But it's done at a 20,000 mile service, and then it had a I believe 80. No, sorry, it's 20, then 60, then it had 100,000 mile service. I'll show you all the detail. It's a bit weird, sort of. It has health checks and stuff like that. But with Hyundai, the guy turned around and said to me, it's every 20,000 miles or every 2 years. So there is a couple of gaps, he said, in between. Obviously the mileage. I think that when it had the 100,000 mile service, it was in 2015. So, do you know what I mean? And we already know this was done, what did it done? 120. Let me see what it done. Yeah, 121,400. 121. So, and the 100,000 mile service was in 2015. So that's 6 years. It's done 20,000 miles. But there's no record of it after the 100,000 miles. So, like I said, some is better than nothing. And I think I'm going to do a service on this. Oil change, oil filter, air filter. We'll do the service on it, and then obviously I know that it's done. Then going forward, and the new owner know that it's done as well. So there we go. That was just a quick, about the service on it. But I will show you. I will print it off and I'll show you in the next video the breakdown on the service history and all that. It's pretty clever, really. But I'll show you it. So there we go. Right, let's set you up, guys, and let's get into this suspension damage first. We'll have a look at that. We'll replace all that first, and then we'll go for obviously the damage and the repair on that. So yeah, let's do this. Right, so guys, that's the old parts are off. Yeah, as you can see, really bent up. I'm probably going to use the original one. I'm not going to probably use that ball joint there. I'm going to probably take it off and then keep the original one that's on there. And yeah, swap it over. But yeah, really bent up. But that's obviously the problem. And obviously the track rod in as well, you can see has yeah, severely changed. Actually, it's not that bad. It has changed a bit, but it's not, yeah. So there we go. Right, I'm using my little seat to work on. It's pretty nice height actually to work on, sitting on your seat. So it was so it's 14 turns to come off, and it'll be 14 turns to come back on. But again, like I said on the last bit of the video, I'm going to take it in for tracking anyway. So I'll get it to the 14, and then we'll get it tracking done once it's all done and drivable. But yeah, so but as you can see, this bottom one here, I'm just going to probably just leave that one on like that. It feels right. It feels quite stiff and sorry, it feels quite stiff and, you know what I mean, solid compared to the other one. The other one's a little bit more flimsier. This one's a little bit more solid, and yeah, it's when they sort of fall down and stuff is that you need to change them. But yeah, it's quite solid, sturdy. You can see. So there we go. That is off. So all we've got to do now is just obviously put the parts back in place, connect it back up, and then we can have a little work on these brakes. Take it all apart, clean it all up, and I like to clean it all up really, just to free it up a little bit. It's just not, just feels a bit, I don't know, like it's been hanging, like I've been sitting around for months. That kind of thing. So that's what we'll do. Right, I'll set you back up, guys. Let's get this wishbone back on. Let's get this tie rod end back on as well, up there, and yeah, let's move on. So let's do this. Okay guys, so that is that changed over. So yeah, like I said, I'll put the turns back on, but I'm going to take this to get the tracking done, just to make sure that the wheels are lined up and they are straight. So, but yeah, for that part, we are done. Back up. Yeah, in place, and it's looking a lot more straighter, a lot more straighter. So that's good. Right, okay, so the next thing I want to move on to is I'm going to try and tackle this wing dent and stuff like that, see if we can make this any better. I don't know. Sometimes it's just easier just to change the wing, I'll be honest with you. So at the moment, I really don't know. I've got to release this pressure here on this bracket. It looks like it's pushing it in. Looks like that bracket is bent a little bit as well. So what I might do, I might just take off the other side on the inner wing, the wheel arch over here, and then just take this inner liner off and then compare it. There's a bracket up there that's holding them two. Just compare where that sits, comparison to the other side, and then I know whereabouts to move it and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't know in a minute. Let me take this apart. Let me get this off. Let me unbolt this. Release the pressure. It feels like does feel like it wants to move. Like, you know, it's flimsy and flexible. So it may do. It may do. So I'll heat it up as well with a heat gun. But I need to undo this to let that go, and then that should pop back out, and then that should need sort of bending back, obviously on the bracket. This bracket that needs straightening. That needs pushing forward. You can see that it's got like a little curve here. It's pushed it in. So yeah, let me have a look at this. I'll set you up, guys, so you can see what I'm doing. So, but yeah, let's have a look at it, and I'll release the pressure. I need to release the pressure because it's holding it in. So yeah, let's do this. Okay guys, I just want to quickly cut in there because I just want to quickly show you what I'm doing. So as you can see, I've got this like Porter Ram strong arm thing, and I've got it supported down there on the lower wishbone, and it's obviously pushing up, and you can see like a rubber end. So I'm pushing on that rubber end, and it's slowly sort of pushing it out into where I need it. So I will keep working on it and just seeing how far I get. But already you can see, can you see the gap there that's already pushed out? So that bracket, that needs pulling back into whatever position this sort of ends when I get it back into place. Hopefully I can get it, you know, close enough to be able to do a repair on it, and we'll see. I don't think I'm ever going to get it sort of perfect, guys, without doing any sort of filler or anything like that. So yeah, I'm just going to get it as close as I can, and then I'm just going to fill the rest, and then get this resprayed. Yeah, just do the best I can with it. So I'll set you up and I'll carry on. Right guys, what do you think of that? Considering what it was, it's a lot better, a lot better. But obviously it does need some work when it comes to sort of, you know, the filling and making it flat. So I'm gonna get it all sanded down. I'm gonna sand it all down, and then I'm gonna hit it with some filler, and then I think that's probably all right. I don't know what it's going to like when it comes to the filler, but it lines up all right. It's got a few little sort of creases here and stuff, but I'm still going to play around with that a little bit. There's a little bit of a dink here. Can't quite get into that area where that is, it's right here. I can't quite get underneath there. Get to it. I'd like to get it a bit more if I could. I might keep playing at it, see what I could do. But yeah, I'm going to get the sander now, connect the sander. It feels good, to be honest with you. I don't feel perfect by any means, definitely not perfect, but it don't feel that bad, honestly. So that's the worst one there. That's the worst dent there. So if I can get the sander now and just sand this whole area, and then start sort of laying on the filler, flattening it off, because obviously you've got two sections. You've got this bottom section here that runs round, and then you've got this section here that runs through. So I've got to get them sort of both flattish. So yeah. But I don't know why, considering what it was. I think it's come out. I think it's come out all right. It's not perfect, and I admit that. But I'm trying, you know, guys, having a go. So yeah, saves replacing a part, saves you know, repair rather than replace. I don't know. It looks a hell of a lot better. This gap looks a bit better as well now. Sort of up here, like right there in the middle of this it was pushed close, because I checked this line. This wing was pushed closer to the door, and that wasn't that big. But now it seems to have right straightened it up. So that gap all the way up and down is pretty good. So let me set it up. I'm going to get the sander set up of the Hoover and get a mask on. And yeah, I'm just going to give this a good old going over and get it back so I can do a bit of filler on it. So that's the next step. So let's do this. So there we go. That's the filling done. So that's gonna be all right, guys. I tell you, well, all right. It just obviously needs, yeah, sanding back, blocking over, getting those two lines right. That's there. It's already there more or less. I just got to make sure that as I'm doing it, you know, I'm leaving those lines there. That's the most important one, is that one there. And then I've done a little bit on the front here because there was a little bit of a dent in it. So I thought, you know what, if he's going to do this corner, I might as well get that done as well. So I might need to go over that because that's a little bit deep. So a little bit deep, but it's yeah, be all right for the minute, and then I'll go over it if I need to. But yeah, do you know what, for what it was, and for how it's going to come out like, I think that's really, really good. I'm well happy with that. So that is going to be the end of today's video, guys. And on the next one, we're going to be flattening that back, hitting all the brakes, taking all the wheels off, you know, taking this apart, making sure the sliders, all these sliders, make sure that they all work all round on all four wheels, and giving it a good going over. I'll probably do the service as well, drain the oil, change the filters, yeah. And then just kind of get it ready for the paint shop, and then paint shop can have it, and then come back and clean it, and then that'll be it. So, but what do you reckon, guys? Drop me a comment about that. I think I've done all right. I think I've done all right. So yeah, I'm glad that I did tackle it, to be honest with you. I didn't just, you know, it's easy just to replace it. It really is. But in this case, it wasn't, because of I couldn't find the right one in colour. So yeah, got to have a go at things, guys. You've got to have a go, and definitely worth it in the end. So yeah, really happy with it. Once that's all painted, you'll never know, apart from you guys. But yeah, there you go, guys. Don't forget to drop me a comment. Let me know what you think about today's video and about how I've done this. There's going to be people out there that's probably in the trade. You should have done this, you should have done that, blah, blah, blah. I'm expecting all that sort of stuff on every single stuff I do that I'm not the expert at, but you know, I'm probably doing and trying to take on a lot more than what most would try to take on and do. So yeah, I'm happy with it. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. Don't forget to drop me a comment, and I'll see you guys on the next one.